Keffals talked to Bad Empanada and then they argued. It was not good. And then, after they argued, Bad Empanada started making wacky videos about Keffals and going into her chat. And then, Keffals did a response. And now, Keffals did a new response to Bad Empanada's wacky response. And this is what we will be watching now. A response to the response of a talk to the response. You understand me? So let's go. Game Boy. I know this. It's a Game Boy. Be careful, Keffals. You might be called racist for making fun of his name. I kinda. Giggling. Bad Empanada. Ooh, Keffals so racist. Made fun of the name twice. It's true, he said how terribly Jeffrey Bad Empanada is treating her after their lifelong friendship. Right? I know. Like, I don't know. I would never treat a friend I've been a friend for years this way, okay? You know? And they met in school or something and they played RuneScape together. Yeah? See, I know about their... I know about the... I know about the lore. No. Okay, now you should be able to hear the audio from the browser. Okay?
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So Keffals just made the very poor choice to invite people onto her stream to refute the claims that she made about the Holodomor being a genocide. And it's once again a great doozy.
Well, he made that video right because Bad Empanada slipped into her chat during that stream, okay? When she was inviting people to call in, Bad Empanada wrote in chat, and he made this video right after sliding into her chat. That's pretty creepy. Creepy behavior. Not good. I don't give this many points. I give this 3 out of 10 points, okay?
She pretty much just outs herself again as a massive liar, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's get right down to the clip where she was confronted about what she said about me. She claimed that I was a genocidal Stalinist who supports Stalin.
I mean, yeah. You are, aren't you, Bad Empanada? It's my duty to deliver some disappointment to you because you have said that I provide the embarrassment. Okay, I will provide you the embarrassment that you need. You should be embarrassed.
Genocide and ethnic cleansing. Let me show you the clip of that first.
I will provide the embarrassment to you.
Receipts. She never does. She basically relies on her audience being too stupid to actually seek out the facts and just accepting whatever she says.
Oh, seek out the facts like you do about Robert Conquest, right? That he totally denies that the Ukrainian people were targeted in the Great Hunger. I see.
As
Out
if
of
it's,
myself?
it's like the default truth no matter what. Listen.
If you go onto Bad Empanada's channel, one of his most popular videos is him defending Stalin's mass murder and ethnic cleansing and genocide.
Okay, let's go to Bad Empanada's channel. Let's sort by popular. Well, this is the 8th most popular video on my channel, but it's also the only one that's actually about Stalin. So this must have been what she's talking about. Let's click it. So this is a video about the Holodomor genocide question. It goes over the scholarship on the question of whether the Holodomor was a target of genocide of Ukrainians or not. And I end...
Okay, I don't care. That's okay. That's the problem though. It's like I actually don't care. Like I don't care. Like regardless if I was right or wrong, I actually just don't care.
Even if the famine was not a genocide, it was still a massive failure of policy, and the government reacted with more concern for its self-image than for the people who were dying en masse. This is not at all something unique to Stalin or the USSR. Governments in general love to cover up and downplay events that are inconvenient.
It wasn't just that though. It wasn't just that, because alongside Ukrainian people dying from starvation, Ukrainian intellectuals and political leaders were executed. They were being executed at the exact same time as the famine was happening. Is that... Can we just call it a really convenient coincidence that just when millions of peasants were dying from hunger, political leaders and intellectuals were being executed for quote-unquote treason, Ukrainian ones that is. This is like a really convenient, you know, everything lines up so conveniently, right? Everything lines up so conveniently.
She made about the Holodomor being a genocide.
You know?
A massive liar, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's get right down to support. Never does. She basically relies on stupid to actually seek out.
Channel, one of his most popular videos is him defending Stalin.
It's actually about Holodomor.
Okay, I don't
So I do care. Yeah, counter-revolutionary. And keep in mind, many of them were actual communists and socialists because they were, some of them were the remnants of the some of them were the remnants of the Ukrainian People's Republic that formed after World War I. And the Ukrainian People's Republic was basically invaded by the USSR and integrated into the USSR. And part of the motive, part of the really, how do you say, reason why Ukrainian people were targeted during the Great Hunger was to eliminate the sort of separate identity of the Ukrainian people and to basically eliminate the possibility of people trying to recreate a separate People's Republic of Ukraine that existed before it was just assimilated into the USSR via invasion, you know?
care. That's okay. That's the problem, though. It's like I actually don't care. Like I don't care.
You know, I care.
Like regardless if I was right or wrong, I actually just don't care.
Even if the famine was not a genocide, it was still a
I do care. It's so interesting to see the passage of time. They look quite different. He looks quite different here, like much shorter beard, and I have to admit, I would not be able to pull off the Stalin-esque thumbnail with the current Bad Empanada. It would not work.
policy, and the government reacted with more concern for its self-image than for the people who were dying en masse. This is not at all something unique to Stalin or the USSR. Governments in general love to cover up and downplay events that are inconvenient for them. But it happened nonetheless, and it's impossible for such a massive human disaster not to be attributable to the authorities who oversaw it, and especially not the ultimate authority, in this case Stalin. The fact of the matter is that Stalin heavily deviated from principles formed by Lenin and earlier Bolsheviks regarding the autonomy of...
So it's more than he just heavily deviated, right? It's like Lenin pretty actively warned the party against Stalin and against putting him in a position of power. Like, Lenin saw Stalin as dangerous.
Peasants and of nationalities, with disastrous effect demonstrated by this famine along with many other things, such as Lysenkoism, the deportation of the Crimean Tatars, and the reversal of Lenin's cultural and language policies, which were designed to foster each Soviet republic's unique identity. Compared to other Soviet leaders, Stalin...
And also keep in mind that it was in line with what Stalin wanted, since firstly, he wanted the USSR to be just called Russia, and Stalin's ambition was to rebuild the Russian Empire, more or less. So there is a there is a strong argument to be made that Stalin was very uniquely not in line with any sort of communist principles, you know. He was more of a imperialist, if like one more like a his ideas were more in line with the Russian Empire than even like purely ideologically than with the USSR, you know, in my opinion anyway.
Was uniquely brutal in ways which were not just completely unnecessary for the economic and social development of the USSR, but also just actively detrimental to it. So under no circumstances can his crimes be justified as simply being for the greater good. Okay, so that has to be what she's referring to, because it's the only video I've ever made about Stalin. That has to be what she was addressing. So she just plain lied about that because, you know, it basically pays in the circles that she's now a part of to be like, this person, tanky Stalin, Stalin, bad, tanky. So she was confronted live about this and asked to justify what she was saying. It wasn't by me, because she would never, ever make the mistake of talking to me live about something that actually depends on her showing heart.
Of course, keep in mind that there has been in this video a little bit of downplaying, since Bad Empanada said Stalin was horrible, Stalin was bad, but there was the but he was not really any worse than any of his of other leaders of his time, which I personally would not agree that Stalin was on the same level as everybody else at the time. Some people have trouble looking past labels and seeing what people actually did, waiting that to figure out whether someone was actually doing good or trying to forward good things. Right. I think I would say that Stalin did pretty horrible things. But I guess it's good that at least Bad Empanada says that he was detrimental to the USSR, which I would agree with. Most certainly. But I think he did a little bit of downplaying of Stalin's negative impact by saying that he was not really any worse than anyone else who was a ruler at the time. Also, being the best of class of monsters does not make you a good person, true.
Hard evidence to prove her claims. Do you think someone who just plays video games and says whatever 2-bit dumb shit comes to mind is capable of talking to me about a historical question that I'm intimately knowledgeable on? Obviously not. Anyway, let's see what she says.
People keep going back to Ukraine. I never mentioned...
Intimately knowledgeable on the Australian who moved to Argentina. It's so intimately knowledgeable on the Great Hunger. He's so intimately knowledgeable about this topic that when I said that Poland might have some unique sources when it comes to this topic, he got shocked and asked why would Poland have anything unique to say on this subject when one, Ukraine and Poland have historically been very tied together, starting with forming one Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and the fact that parts of current day Ukraine before World War II were parts of Poland. Kyiv, Lviv were in Poland before World War II, you know? And the sheer fact that Poland shared a border with the USSR, so Poland had, was very close to what was happening, so had intel, there's uniquely Polish intel on the situation of what was happening in the USSR during the period of the Great Hunger. So I'm not sure if it's a wise question to ask, what can Poland contribute when it comes to unique sources, you know? You know what I mean? Yeah, he does. He does say it like he has a PhD and specializes in the Great Hunger, you know? Does that make sense? Actually, right here on my lap, I have like this book that I will be going through to prepare more on the topic of the Great Hunger. It's, of course, the book is, of course, it's like the 7th volume on a big series on Ukraine. The book is called The Great Hunger in Ukraine, 1932 to 1933. It's a very big book. It has 1,100 pages, and it includes many documents, sources, and other sort of good things. And it's a fairly new book when it comes to the topic of the Great Hunger. It was written after the opening of the archives, you know. Let me see. When were the archives opened of USSR? You opened your formally closed and classified archives following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, right? And the book that I'm referring to has been published in 2008. So it has good information on the topic. I don't actually know what this book says about the Great Hunger. I'm not even sure if it does judge it to be a genocide or not, this book of 1,100 pages. But one thing is for sure, it documents the thing in great detail. So we're gonna have to go through this little puppy and we're gonna create some material based on it. And I've got a smaller book as well on it.
Ukraine. I never mentioned the Holodomor.
You lying fucking weasel. My only video on Stalin is on Ukraine and the Holodomor, so that has to be what you're referring to. Or were you just completely making shit up? Those are the only two options, and both of them involve you being a lying piece of shit snake. Very simple.
Okay, I don't.
This is what he actually wrote when he slipped into Keffals' chat, you know? He said, Keffals is a lying snake. And I said, oh, hello, Gingler. And then he was banned or something. And then he went to my video and he wrote a comment saying that I offer only embarrassment or something. Why is he so angry with me? Why is he so angry? It's because he has a beef with Keffals.
Care.
Don't be angry at me.
Simple as, I don't care.
Don't take it out on me, Bad Empanada.
Like, I don't understand. Like, how am I so owned? Like, dude's made like 4 videos about me this week. I was just wrong. Like, I'm a fucking idiot. You're treating me like I'm this like master manipulator and not like I'm just like this fucking like ADHD rattled autist that can only have conversations if I'm playing Raft.
Bad Empanada's video was about the Ukraine. He has one video.
Raft. Is Raft any good? Is Raft playing? Is Raft worth playing? Also, isn't it all theater to Bad Empanada?
About Stalin, honestly, about you. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And unless there's a secret Bad Empanada video that we don't know. He's talking about the Ukraine.
He's legit just an angry person. He's one of those people who will target whoever is in front of him. Unfortunately, true.
Okay.
So,
Well, I mean, I've talked to him privately. We've been friends for years. Like,
That's a lie. This way that she keeps claiming that people who were never her friend why her
Don't use my mental health issues as a shield. Okay, first of all, having ADHD is not an issue. It makes me adorable. And having autism is not an issue because it makes my pussy fucking slap. So please do not refer to the most positive traits that I have as issues.
friend is honestly just fucking creepy.
I mean, some people are doomers, and to some people, to doomers, positive traits are issues because we all should be miserable. So maybe Jeffrey is just a very aggressive person. He gets angry with anyone that even mildly disagrees with him. True. Like, actually, after this, I have a... Okay, we will watch... Because this video is short, actually. So, I have one more video about Bad Empanada. Oh, no, that's not Bad Empanada. Like, we will jump from Bad... Because, actually, weirdly enough, Bad Empanada's newest target is our different friend of the channel. What if our Haze? Damn. She's flexing hard, true. Hello!
Honestly, what the fuck is wrong with you there?
I know that he defends a lot of what Stalin does more than he's willing to say publicly. Because
Oh, you know that? Let me leak the logs, Keffals.
My gosh! This is a meltdown. Let me leak the logs, Keffals. Let me leak the logs.
Let me leak every log from the second that we became so-called friends.
My
Let's
gosh.
do that.
Okay.
Stalin. Oh
Okay.
shit. Oh shit. What's that? 0 results? Oh shit. Oh shit. Just
Oh,
for good measure,
shit.
scroll through them all.
Wait, why did Keffals become friends with him and not like, and she's not friends with me? That's not fair. Raft is alright. If you're into survival games, you like it. Okay then. Let me ask you this. Because this game actually, I actually thought this was Forest when I first saw Keffals play it. Which game is better? Like, this is going to be like, the answer to this question will answer everything that I need to know. Which one's better? Raft or Forest? He sounds like he's gonna pee in his bed and Empanada. Oh no, I made a joke at his name. He's gonna be help me racist again. Which is better, Forest or Raft? I need to know. I played a bit of Forest. I thought it was okay. I thought Forest was okay. So is Raft similar to Forest? Is it the Holodomor one or is it some other video? Does he have some other video about Stalin's regime? Are we talking about the one that I've already reacted to when he brigaded my channel? That depends more on what you like in survival games. Forest tries to be very realistic, while Raft is more of a laid-back thing. Oh, Raft is laid-back. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem all that laid back when you look at Keffals playing it. I thought it was pretty involved and like hardcore, but I don't know. It seems that way to me. But I guess it's always like this when you just watch a game that you have no clue what's going on, right? I personally don't vibe with either, but I'd play Raft over Force. Okay. Oh, yeah, we went through the Holodomor one. That's how I got brigaded.
Let's scroll through all of the logs. Anyone
Okay.
see any mention of Stalin?
Oh
Anyone
no.
see any mention of Stalin?
Oh,
The
no.
only times that I've ever spoken to her on voice, they were on either her stream or on my stream or both. So it's all public. I've never talked to her over voice in private. Oh shit. Check out all the time.
Like, I don't know, like Keffals might, like, for all intents and like, Keffals might be doing very basic stuff in Raft, but when she does the debates and she does the stuff, it looks like she's doing some complicated stuff because I don't know this game, you know? So it looks really involved and like she's like a raft pro, you know? But in reality, I don't even know what she's doing, so...
That I told her about my secret views on
For
Stalin.
example, what is this bottle? What does this do? Like, what is she running with a bottle in her hand? Like, what does this accomplish? I have no clue.
In our very long friendship, we've been friends for so long, according to her, aka we exchanged
That's true,
2 or 3
Jeffrey.
messages, like once every 2 months.
That's true,
For her,
Jeffrey.
that's a friendship. Where's
Why isn't she a friend with me? Is it because I only offer embarrassment? Is that why? Is that why Keffals won't be my friend? The bottle is water bottle for collecting and drinking water. So what, you have to go to island, like you have to go to an island and collect the water, or what? How do you, like, if you're on a raft, then how do you collect water? Do you collect rainwater? Yeah, exactly, Melvin. It's like, it is a little bit, right? You see a game and you don't know, like, what's what. And it's like, it makes you a bit curious if you should maybe play it or something, you know? She only befriends bad guys. She befriended Vosh. Come on. Vosh is not a bad guy. Demon Mama is not a bad girl. You know? Demon Mama and Vosh are not bad.
Stalin, Keffals? Where's any discussion of Stalin or my secret
She befriends aristocracy. In my opinion, aristocracy is not bad. You know?
views on Stalin that you claim there? Oh shit, it's not there? Wow. Lying
Wow.
snake. She will say anything for clout. Absolutely anything to attack the people who the people that she's
And the clout of being involved with Bad Empanada. It is known that the biggest clout comes from being involved with Bad Empanada.
trying to suck up to don't like. She will gladly destroy what she calls friendships with other creators just for the sake of getting more clout with the fans of bigger creators.
Gerber isn't bad, just misguided. I mean, too much drinking and peeing in the basement, right? Like, maybe he can be fixed.
Who don't like them. That's who she is. If you want to talk about someone liking
That's true. I will.
Gerber actually, which is a weird tangent that I'm about to go on to, but someone made like an origins video for Gerber, and Gerber genuinely had, I don't know, pretty wholesome beginnings when he he started, I think, doing with his wife tours, and they did videos about those arcades when you have to fish out a plushie using the mechanical hand, and I think he did videos about those, and it was pretty like wholesome or something. Right? Like, Gerber had some like pretty, at least compared to now, wholesome beginnings. What happened, Gerber? When did you go astray?
will literally say anything for clout and money, which is why you should subscribe to my stream. Because I will say anything that makes you feel good, and I will fucking die for you.
Stalin, there is more evidence for Keffals having been a massive lover of Stalin than there ever is for me. Let's just fucking show you. Oh shit, what's this photo, Keffals? Who's that in the background? Joseph Stalin. Oh no, what's that? What's that?
That's pretty weak. A book and a statue. Like, she might just be interested in the history, and the statue would be like, this is very weak. Like, even if she was more of a supporter of study in the past, this photo like demonstrates nothing. It just demonstrates that she's in the same facility, that she's in the same room with a figure and with a book, you know?
Fraud, famine, and
Demonstrates
Persecution by
nothing.
Malcolm Tuttle, a book that specifically claims that the Holodomor genocide idea was created by the Nazis. Shit, what's that? Who's that? Is that you? Oh, wow. It would be a bit weird if she's projecting her views onto a
Like, what is this? What is this supposed to demonstrate? Nothing.
previous views onto me by lying about supposed private conversations we had that we never had. Wouldn't it, Keffals? You lying snake piece of shit.
I look underage. I was not underage in that photo. I was, that photo's only 4 years old. That photo's like...
I don't think she looks underage there. I'm just gonna add my 2 cents. In my opinion, she does not look underage on that photo.
was what that was 20. Yeah, it's like that was like I think I was like 24, 25. I do have a secret about that photo. It's actually like it's kind of sad. I don't even know if I should be this sad on a stream. I was fucking high on like Percocet in that photo because that photo was taken in the aftermath of my dad dying from cancer, and I was incredibly fucked up about it. Why would I talk about Ukraine? Because I've never
Why would you talk about Ukraine? Because you made a claim about my video, which was specifically about the Holodomor genocide question, being the question of whether the Holodomor was an intentional targeted genocide of Ukrainians. And that's why you would talk about Ukraine.
And in my opinion, the answer, of course, to this question is yes. Yes, it was. In my opinion, yes, it was. Keffals changed her political opinion since and Bad Empanada hasn't. Yeah, but even putting the opinions aside, being in a photo with in the same room with a book and a statue of a person does not demonstrate anything. Like, we should really not, we shouldn't jump to thinking that being in the same room with a book and a statue is like a indication of something.
Lied about my video. You lied about it, and in order to try and justify it, you're trying to shift the topic to something else, being Stalinist ethnic deportations, which is not what my video was about. You made the claim about me. You specifically made the claim about my video. Should I play the clip again to remind you for good measure? Sure. Why not? Let's do it.
Empanada's channel, one of his most popular videos is him Wow, I can't believe that Bad Empanada defended Pol Pot. Like, that came out of left field. What the fuck is he talking about? This is getting weird. Ending Stalin's mass murder and ethnic cleansing and genocide.
Look at the fucking smirk on her face as she says this. She's borderline laughing. She knew it was a lie, and now she's backed into a corner because she has to defend the lie by deflecting and pretending she was talking about something else.
She's borderline laughing.
You look at the videos on my channel about Stalin, there is one, it's specifically about
wow. Who would have thought I was... Wow. Wow, you're so right, Jeffrey. You're so right. Who would have thought that I was like, remember that time when we were childhood best friends and I met you at an aquarium in fucking Australia, and I've got a WestJet ticket and I'm gonna go see you in Argentina even though WestJet doesn't go to Argentina? How'd you figure it I was lying? You were...
Wait, hold on. Now I'm confused, Gigglers. I'm confused. If WestJet doesn't go to Argentina, then how will Keffals go to Argentina to meet with Bad Empanada? She's lying right now. I'm calling out her lie. You lie, Keffals. Keffals just lied to us. Like, Keffals doesn't even know how to buy the correct ticket, and he's ashamed and trying to cope. You know? Just return the ticket and buy the correct one. Come on. Like, I can't believe they were such friends from childhood. I believe she said they played RuneScape as well.
You're so smart. You're such a smart little buddy.
a lot more. So obviously it was about you.
You're such a smart little buddy. Smart little buddy. Oh. This is my opening for the segment.
That's why you're being asked about.
Yikes!
Lying
Yikes!
snake. You pathetic lying
Yikes.
snake. Talentless, unemployable, lying snake. All that you can do is stream drama.
Oh, talentless, unemployable little snake. He's so mad that he had to take it out on me partially when he went into my comments and left the comment of, oh, don't try to do anything all you can, like all you can give is embarrassment or something. Unemployable? What is he, a capitalist? I don't know.
Can do is chat with random people on Twitter, you know, with sophistry, providing zero evidence for any of your claims while you play fucking video games. And let me just take a second here to talk about these streamers. They are totally screwed.
These streamers. Unlike Bad Empanada, the only good streamer.
In a couple of years, they're totally screwed. Because what they rely on is basically exploiting a very niche group of teenagers to early 20s people who are basically haven't even started their lives yet.
I'll have you know that most of my biggest donors are older women who are definitely like sugar mommying me. It is not people in their early 20s. Okay?
Hello, Mike Sanders. I need my freaking speech.
You're completely wrong.
Yeah, most of them have pretty much no life whatsoever, so they need like a parasocial streamer in that community to attach themselves to. And she relies on people like...
Bad Empanada mentioned projection before in this video. I think we are seeing some projection here.
Like that, basically stealing their mother's credit card and donating their money to her. That's where her income comes.
Have you seen President Sunday doing an anime doing a Bad Empanada comment? It's pretty good. Oh yeah. I wonder we will watch this video on stream.
From it is incredibly
It's really good.
exploitative. You know, you watch my channel, it's because I make videos that talk about specific topics. I refute bad political and historical arguments. I make original historical and political arguments.
Or you make original historical and political arguments. What is the Bad Empanada's original political and historical argument? And what bad historical argument did he refute? Like by what? By lying about Robert Conquest? Is that it? Oh yeah, I remember that time when Bad Empanada said that Robert Conquest totally switched his position 180 degrees and declared that Ukrainian people were not targeted.
And I back them up with exhaustive evidence. What does Keffals do? She sits there playing video games or talking to her chat and starting drama with whoever the fuck she can manage so that the young people who she's misleading into thinking that she's their friend rather than someone just taking money from them can uncritically...
Oh my god, Maybun. Oh
I'm
my
your-
god. Oh my god, thank you. You're not that old. That's true. That's true.
I'm your friend.
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
defend her no matter what. It's a total joke. These streamers that day...
Yeah, and a great hunger in Ukraine. Like, Bad Empanada is so desperate to refute bad points that when I said that in Poland and in Ukraine, people refer to it usually as the Great Hunger rather than using the word Holodomor. Like, Bad Empanada got angry at me for saying that, you know? We will watch it, Melvin, don't worry. We will watch it right after this.
numbered. What are you going to do when you're like 35 years old and the completely esoteric videos that you make about streamer drama can't pull in any more new viewers because no one fucking knows what they're about. No one understands it, and you don't actually cover any topics of any consequence or meaning that someone who just happens upon your videos would even remotely understand. It's not going to happen. Anyway, so yeah, that's her lying again. Let's watch how this video ends.
This is Bad Empanada that basically just caters to his niche little audience of Marxists, Leninists. Let's be like frank over here. He's angry. He's making so many angry bad empapupos on stream. Oh no. Am I going to be called racist for reading out this chat aloud?
Let's watch how it goes. It ends with her basically running away.
Brought up you. This dude is literally just tanky Destiny. So true. In any of my positions.
You were talking about
Tanky Destiny.
You were talking about that video, and in that video,
Destiny is less unhinged. Destiny is not as unhinged as Bad Empanada, okay? Destiny is not quite as unhinged.
explicitly that he
I'm
was
gonna-
defending genocide and mass murder. You said in your clip
Mhm.
that
know someone
Ruka
Although Destiny is a lot more dangerous than Bad Empanada as well, so...
posted
I'm being
Twitter user
gaslit to
Ruka,
support
Twitter
Keffals.
user
Keffal wiggle.
Stalin, then QRT'd, and then you QRT'd with it. It's called Grow. You said the video, the clip of you speaking was you saying
Right.
committed genocide and mass murder in Ukraine. Ethnic cleansing.
I never
So would
said
you be
the
able to
words.
explain
I never
how-
said.
Oh, you lying piece of shit. We can all see that you reference my one video on Stalin, which you claim defended ethnic cleansing. and
Okay, but I
genocide.
never said the
You
word
lying piece of
Holodomor.
shit. Can you imagine her trying to talk to me about the Holodomor on her stream? Can you imagine someone walking around in a video game while I like actually cite the sources that I have memorized on the topic? This is why,
Memorized.
you know, instead of coming to me to talk about this topic,
Is this? He's such a fucking goofy guy, you know?
I stole my elderly mom's credit card for
Thank
this.
you, Parlef Shark. For your
Uh,
service.
memorize the sources.
What I was saying. Why is it that like he takes himself so incredibly seriously? Like, oh, I'm on a video game platform. I'm playing video games on a video game platform. Why is that like so fucking shocking? Just let me game, okay? I need a stim. I can't like when I'm just reacting, it's hard.
He was also mad at me. He was mad at me for playing Doom while reacting to his video. He mentioned it many, many times.
It's hard for me to just react without like moving my fingers around. When I'm not streaming, I'm like fucking wrapped up in a weighted blanket.
He's Aussie Mike from PA, maybe, maybe.
Where I'm just like, I can't stop fucking wiggling.
sort out like random 20 follower Twitter accounts because she knows she cannot hang. She knows she's not intelligent enough. She knows she's not capable of actually defending the things that she believes, but she doesn't know why she believes them. Well, I know why she believes them. It's because it pays more. That's why. Her views change. Her views completely change and de-radicalize the second that she got an itty bit of 15 minutes of fame in the mainstream media.
No, like I changed my views long before when I was a
What the
5
heck?
viewer streamer, I had the same views on this that I do now. I just didn't want to say shit. Like, cause if I like, what's the point, right? Why rock the
Thank
boat?
you, everybody. Now I'm a 15 viewer streamer, which is amazing, you know? I used to be a 5 and now it's like 3 times more. Remember, everybody, if I hit 50 viewers on stream, then I will show my face on camera. I will become a camera streamer for one stream or something.
But getting into this conflict with Bad Empanada basically dragged this out.
She's just looking for an excuse to bail because she knows that she could not justify anything that she was saying here.
I ended the
I will remind once more that Bad Empanada has said that I would not last 2 minutes with him in a conversation.
call. That was weird.
That was weird? Nothing about that was weird. You got called out for a claim that you made that you have since backtracked and moved the goalpost to be something completely different. And now you're justifying it by making up private conversations that we supposedly had. You know, you could at least give me the courtesy of getting one of your friends to make a fake account that you claim is me and have a fake conversation with them about Stalin and fudge the dates a little bit. At least put some effort into your lies, please. This is fucking unhinged. Like,
Unhinged?
for someone who-
Unhinged, really. Bad Empanada is gonna call people unhinged. That's okay.
constantly
This is unhinged, Keffals. You look so unhinged here. Look, look.
attacks others with
I don't give a fuck what
ableism.
anyone says.
Who constantly
Keffals is
attacks
fun.
others for
I
Ableism.
actually stole my grandmother's American Express.
Ableism.
Beer, are you lying and gaslighting me to get me to donate to you? Yes, I am. Thank you so much for the $100 donation. I appreciate it.
Oh my!
I think I would feel like a piece of shit. I don't want to be like that. I want to play into it for a bit, but I also don't want to feel like a piece of shit.
in
Oh my gosh! Keffals got $100. Now I have to ask for you to donate into my coffee. I'll link it because this is the perfect moment. Okay, coffee for a one-time donation if you want to give me a tip because I want to not die. Copy, coffee, and Patreon for you to become at least like $1 Patreon, which interestingly enough is $1 is to me a lot of money, okay? Do you understand me? You know? Patreon. So please become. Give Lucy a $1 donation. I deserve. Come on. You know? Not just Keffals deserve $100. To me, it's like a lot of money. You know? $100? Come on, giggling. Patreon. Okay. My second link. There you go. Now we continue. Giggling.
Innate traits, who belittles others, having
Belittles.
disabilities, for supposedly having mental health issues.
Oh, no.
That you have the audacity to act
Ableism.
like this, to act like a straight up gaslighting abuser. who
What the
claims that
hell?
someone is your friend when they've never been your friend, or straight up lying about supposed private conversations that you've had.
My
with them, which
gosh.
we can scroll right through.
Gaslighting
I have to scroll
abuser.
through to show that it's a lie. What a fucking liar. I have demonstrated Keffals in these couple of videos.
This is so embarrassing for me.
The most
I don't give a
pathetic
fuck
liar
what anyone
imaginable.
says.
She deserves whatever shit she gets as a
Paying
result
my
of
yearly
this.
dues
She
for
brought
my
this on
MILF
herself.
certification.
I deserve whatever I get as a result for this. I just got like how the fuck much was I saw someone in the YouTube chat. Also, those logs show Keffals saying homophobic slurs and ableist slurs. This is indefensible. Okay, yes, I said both homophobic and ableist slurs. And what? What then? What do you? What now? You want to? If you want to go on Twitter and like complain about it, you can. But also, you can't stop me from saying these things. I'm gonna keep doing it. All right. Well, that was the Bad Empanada video. Also, like with the Bad Empanada situation, I literally did not want any of this to happen. I didn't want any of this to happen, and then it happened. And like I tried to de-escalate it, and like I tried to call him on Discord. I added him back, and he wouldn't accept the call. And then it just kind of like, okay, if you're gonna keep making videos about me, like we can play, you know, we can do a slap fight. He did neg me into a call. Oh yeah, this is also blown out of proportion because, you know, obviously like he's making AdSense money from this, he's getting views from this. People love to hate me. They really love to hate me.
I don't love to hate
And
you.
you know,
What do you
I'm
mean?
fine with that. I'm fine with that.
I don't love
like
to
be
hate you.
bullied, so it
Wow.
all works out. It's fine.
Really?
I still play RuneScape with Bad Empanada.
True.
No,
That's a
not
good.
anymore.
That's a good question. I'm glad somebody asked. I've been wondering about this. Like so many years, why would you stop? I bet they're really playing. I bet behind the scenes they're actually playing together still.
Jeffrey and I don't talk.
Don't trust her. I bet they still play. I bet they laugh about this behind the scenes. I bet behind the scenes they're like, ha ha ha, we make the bank while being friends behind the scenes and we play together. You know what I mean? I bet this is the case.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you want to participate in the chat and the videos while they're live, you can do so by making an account at keffals.gg. Also, my videos on this channel regularly get demonetized, so if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/keffals, and I appreciate all of your ongoing support. I'll see you all in the next video.
admire the desire to just give me layups like this.